So how are y'all doing today? I know I'm not the face you're probably expecting. You're probably thinking, well, Lexi's supposed to be hosting right now. But if you don't know me, I'm Kayla, the BroadcastHER project manager. I actually have been with Without a Dreams Fund for about 2 years now. I know we have a super exciting show ahead of us. So we'll be talking with Allie, who is actually the charity program manager over at Twitch, and then Christy Garten, the 1000 Dreams Fund founder and CEO. And then we'll be shifting gears to talk with two of our previous recipients. Actually, their names are Barmaid Alexis and Air Bubbles Cosplay. And then from there, I know everybody's super excited to officially hear who are the spring recipients. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and shift over and talk with Christy and Allie here. Just give me 1 second. Alrighty, we are here. I'm gonna switch my camera here so that everybody can see you guys. Awesome, we are set. So obviously, Allie and Christy, thank you so much for joining us today. We're super excited to kind of kick off the show with both of you. You both have been a huge part of Broadcaster and obviously the grant specifically. So with that, first off, Christy, do you mind to give us a little bit of information on 1000 Dreams Fund, why that kind of came to be, and what the initial mission was behind it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hello, everyone. I'm the founder of 1000 Dreams Fund, and this has been a 4.5 year journey. My initial inspiration was pretty big. I have worked in the nonprofit world for a while. I started my first nonprofit when I was 19, and it's still in existence at my college. I just have always looked for ways to make a difference in others' lives. And as I got into my professional career, started to recognize the lack of female talent and leadership at the top positions in companies in which I was at. And from my own experience, knowing how important during your educational journey, having those doors open to you, whether it's the funds to be doing an extracurricular activity that you want to do, like a study abroad experience, or just the funds to have a tech device that you need for the classroom. Those kinds of things can be barriers to women, especially as they go. And so, with all of that, I decided a little over 4 years ago that I wanted to create something. And that something has become the organization. And we've been very successful in supporting women in a variety of ways, from high school, college, graduate, and beyond. And then a little over 2 years ago, I got connected to the Twitch community and I met Allie. And we started talking about, all of the talented female streamers out there that are equally, working hard towards their dreams and how important funding is to those dreams. And so that's where the idea for Broadcaster came up. And the idea from day one was we would be funding those extra needs that women who stream have, whether that's a tech upgrade, a hardware upgrade, or the opportunity to attend a conference or TwitchCon, for instance. And thanks to the support of Twitch, Allie, and the community, we've been able to raise a significant amount of money and be able to give that back to those up and coming female streamers on the platform. And it's been awesome. And, as a, founder, to be able to see this grow over the last few years and, be able to meet several of the women we funded along the way, it's just been really gratifying. And then, Kayla, of course, you've been very involved in that too. So this is a team effort. And today we're super excited to announce our latest group of grant winners.
Yes, exactly. And like you said, Allie has been a huge part of that. So, kind of shifting gears, Allie, how did you feel when you first heard about the Broadcaster Initiative? And what was your role in working with Christy and 1DF to kind of launch this grant program on the platform?
Yeah, launching this program with Christy has been really great. When Christy and I first met, I'd only been at Twitch for, I want to say, less than a year. And the really exciting part was Christy told me what she did. And we started brainstorming, and we brainstormed about the grant. And from there, really helping, my role at Twitch helping Christy get into this space. But then watching Christy and you, Kayla, branch the program out to not just be this grant, but educational programs and mentorships and, some really other exciting stuff that's soon to be announced. And I'm really thankful to be a part of this, and I'm really thankful to see that the grant has been awarded to so many amazing people. And I feel like this isn't as widely known. It's definitely something that's really appreciated, but the grant is not just about women in the terms of, who we're born as, but it's for all women. And I think that that's really great and amazing.
Absolutely. And I think we lost Christy here for a second. So, oh, there she is. Awesome. Either way, hopefully she connects here in a second. Give her one
I'm
second.
back. Can you hear
Awesome.
me?
Yep, we can. I have a couple rainstorms here too as well. So I see a couple people in chat saying that they're buffering. Just refresh the page and you should be set to go. But since Christy's here, I know you kind of already explained this a little bit, but can you elaborate as to what inspired you to bring together the BroadcastHER Grant and kind of what was the driving force behind that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely the idea to create some kind of funding program for women who stream, and as Ali explained, we're really just interested in all kind of sides of how we support women. Diversity is such a critical part of that. The idea to be able to fund women in the industry matched really well with our mission, 1,000 Dreams Fund. Our primary mission is to be able to fund the dreams of talented women, especially those who are in most need. And so, starting with that, it was a no-brainer to create some kind of grant program. And, the only question was, how are we going to get those funds together to be able to do that? So, we were lucky to, as we've talked about, I met Ali and we got to brainstorm together. And then that became a conversation about, the fundraising side. And the opportunity popped up in 2018 to do a Women's History Month fundraiser on Twitch. Where we would feature talented Twitch women streamers who had been selected for that month, and we were the charity beneficiary. So with that and what was accomplished, I think we raised a little over $42,000 during that month. It was clear that, wow, there's such an interest in the community and supporting women in this way. And then where do we go from here? And so we've just really been focused on, where do we go? How do we grow? How do we continue to bring new people into this? And what are those other areas of need, whether that be mentorship, the workshop that we did recently with Hitmarker, other ways in which we're supporting women who stream, if it's gaming, esports, or beyond. So it's been really awesome. And, just to have the strategy and just see that strategy happen and go from there.
So I think the importance of supporting women in this space goes all the way back to thespian days when actors were called thespians and traveled around on stages, and roles of women were played by men because it was not acceptable for women to participate in being a part of the performance. And so it started there. And then after, if we fast forward to being able to vote and women in politics, and if we look at the way women are treated in politics or when they speak on the news station, it's not about how well they do their job, it's about how they look and how they act, and they're at a disadvantage because the number one bias in any workplace, or when you're pitching anything or you're seeking money for anything, the number one bias against women is you're judged on what you've already done, where men are often judged on their potential, their ideas, and the way they present themselves. And so I think having programs that specifically target women in this space can help alleviate some of that, where you may not be able to get the sponsorships from the large PC companies or the headset companies or the things that can really up-level your stream. So it's so important that there is an accessibility to apply to a business grant that you don't have to pay back and you can use to invest in your career. So
Absolutely. And kind of going off of that, you both can obviously attest to your experiences as women, and what you have gone through personally. So, what sort of advice would you give to women that are interested in pursuing their careers or their dreams in a field that they oftentimes might not see other women? We can kind of start with Christy if you have anything to add to that.
That's a great question. Luckily, more women are coming into those areas where they may not have been in the past. I think of STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, as one of those areas, and that's an area in which our organization has focused a lot of our programs. I just have been blown away by the talent we see applying to those programs. So women are clearly there, and they're clearly making headway. And so, if you're entering an area where maybe in your community in which you're located, maybe there are not a lot of women in those roles. Obviously, mentors are so important to anyone's professional journey. We always recommend, and from my own experience, recommend seeking out those people that you aspire to be in some way, and ask for maybe a coffee opportunity to just sit down with them and hear about their personal experiences. Our organization 1000 Dreams Fund, we're really pushing that forward with our Mentor Her program, where we're encouraging professionals to donate an hour, 60 minutes of their time to doing that. But if you're not a part of that program yet, no matter where you are, just seek out those people that inspire you, and don't be afraid. That's one of the other things that I think is so important for women, is sometimes they can be held back by maybe a fear of just not knowing enough, and not being worthy enough even to do that and reach out and ask for someone's time. But you are absolutely worthy. If you have put in that hard work and you have that dream, don't let anything hold you back, and really seek out those mentors.
Absolutely. And then, Allie, do you have anything else to add for someone who might be looking to get involved in tech, or even at Twitch?
Um, oh boy, do I. And in general, I would say, to echo some of Christy's points, don't be the one to tell yourself no. I watched a TED Talk a few years ago where it talked about women are less likely to apply for a job unless they meet all 10 points or 90% of the points, whereas men will, if they meet 30% or even 40%, they'll apply to the job. So don't tell yourself no. Don't self-select yourself out of programs or job opportunities. Throw your name in the hat. Let someone else tell you no. It's okay to be told no. In fact, when you're told no, you can often ask for feedback or ask questions about how you did and get some learnings out of it. However, if you continue to self-select yourself out of it, you won't get those learnings. The other thing is that if you feel comfortable speaking up, being a loud person in this space can help other women. I am a very loud, opinionated individual, and I credit my grandmother to really pushing me to have my own opinions and thoughts. But one of the things that I've noticed is that not as many women speak up in workspaces all the time. Whether it be my current role or other jobs, it's women are often taught to be polite and that things are the way they are, and you back channel everything. And when you speak up, you create more room for other people to speak up. And the mentor program, it doesn't even have to be someone that's ranked higher than you in a company or a broadcast. It can be sideways mentorship. I have gotten the most value out of the network of sideways mentorships that have naturally evolved from having conversations about, what do you think I should do? Like, have you experienced something like this? Yes, this one in chat, I cannot say. Do not apologize for things. In general, there's some really great pieces on over apologizing. If you're late to a meeting, don't say I'm sorry for being late. Say thank you for your patience. Instead of blaming yourself, thank them for their time. And if you're a woman thinking about broadcasting on Twitch, my biggest advice is do it. And use the moderation tools that Twitch offers. They are really good and they are really great. And if you find that some people are in the gray area and they're making you uncomfortable in chat or making someone else, get rid of those gray area people. The gray area people prevent your community from growing.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to ask for something. If you see somebody on LinkedIn or on Twitter, if their DMs are open, message them and say, do you have 15 minutes that I could just ask you questions about XYZ career, and mention your goals?
That's super valuable insight. And honestly, when I started my streams here on Twitch, I wish I would have probably had similar thought process on how to go about that, and I see a lot of people in chat agreeing as well. So, to kind of shift gears here a little bit, there have obviously been so many amazing accomplishments over the past 2 years within the Broadcaster Initiative, with the support of Twitch and yourself, Allie. So after launching in 2018, we've been able to fund over 100 women through the BroadcastHER Grant, and we are going to add even more today. So I'm super excited for that. But Christy, how has it felt to kind of watch this program continue to grow, receive support, and be highly sought after within this community?
Well, I've never looked to do things that are popular at the start. I always do things that feel right to me, and I just felt very strongly that this was an important opportunity for our organization to explore at the very beginning. I didn't know where it was going to go. I didn't know if it was going to be popular or even something that people would support at all. But I just knew in my heart that this was something that was worth doing. And build it and they will come, I guess, sometimes is my approach to entrepreneurship as a social entrepreneur. And so luckily, this grant program has grown and has grown with that support, thankfully, from the community, and we're really grateful for that. And so every single grant that we announced today, anyone who's been involved as a streamer fundraiser with us, who has donated to one of our fundraisers, who in any way left a positive comment during one of our streams, anyone who's been involved with this, thank you. You're a part of this announcement today, and we should all be so excited that something like this is going on, because it's really from the ground up, and it's from the community up, and the sky's the limit, and that's my belief.
Absolutely. And Allie, how has it been from your perspective to obviously have a major role in this from the beginning, to compare it now to today, from the first day of launch? Maybe. Can you hear me okay, Allie?
Sorry, I thought you said Christy.
No. Yeah, I mean, just
it's really
good too.
I think it's really great to see how it's grown over the last few years. You never know when you see one of these things pop up if they have longevity. And in the restaurant industry, at least, if things last 2 years, that's a really good indicator of a long-term life or shelf life of a program or a project or a business. So seeing that it's lasted this long has given me a huge amount of faith that the community is really interested in participating and seeing it. I see music creators doing it. I have seen non-women streamers fundraising for this program because they see the value of it. And I actually think that that's one of the coolest parts about this, is to see allies support the program, because there's nothing more impactful than an ally speaking up for somebody.
Absolutely. And Christy, kind of a side note on this, do you think you have a favorite or recent memory that sticks out to you over the past few years?
That's an interesting one. It's amazing the people that you meet through this program, and that's the other part of what this is. It's a community, and for anyone who wants to further their stream and be more successful, join the community. We're very active, and we have a Discord channel, and we're always sharing resources, whether from our organization or elsewhere. So the community side of this is really important. But along those lines, we launched a new program called the Broadcaster Academy. It's focused on women in gaming and esports. And this year, we took it another step for year 2, and it's actually a fellowship this year. So we selected 10 fellows to the program. They're getting a grant. They're getting an all-expense paid trip to see the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas and spend time with the Allied esports team out there. And I'm so thankful that those visits are going to happen even despite COVID. So we've been very lucky that that's been a go. But one of our gals from the program last year, Alex Rad Puppy, who recently was our workshop host with Hitmarker, I met, I think, at TwitchCon. Allie, you included us in the Unity Lounge one year, and I met her, and I got to give her check. that day as one of our first Academy members. And she's gone on to be very involved in our programs. And the coolest thing was, we have a separate, entirely different program, not broadcaster connected necessarily, but it's called Mentor Her. And, we're doing these 60-minute mentor meetings. We're connecting professionals with young women and, elsewhere in our network for those 60-minute conversations. And it's all virtual this fall. So if anyone's interested in that, go to our website. You can sign up now for it. It will be launching in October. But we did live events last year. So we had a live event out in San Francisco, and I'm there handling the hosting duties. And Alex comes in and I'm like, wow, what are you doing here? And she's like, I saw it on social media. It looked really cool. And so I signed up and here I am. So it's those kinds of things. And it just reinforces for me the why, the reason why I launched this is definitely doing something, serving an important need for people and women in particular. And we're, so excited to be able to provide these programs. And I'm always excited, with that story to meet our grantees and grant winners in person, and then to see them and get involved in other ways with us. That's really exciting.
Absolutely, I agree. I definitely think it's always so amazing to be able to meet some of the women 1DF has funded in person. I think what really put it in perspective for me was TwitchCon last year. We had fundraisers, grant recipients, supporters. They all came up to our booth and they were talking to Christy and I about their experiences. And it's really surreal to meet these people in person, especially in such a virtual and digital space. And know that you've been a part of this community in some way. So thank you, Christy, for having me on this journey with you as well. And there's a lot of amazing memories.
I couldn't have picked a better gal for it.
Thank you so much. But yeah, absolutely. There's too many to pick just one favorite, I think, like you said. So to shift gears just a little bit here, I know we've already discussed, the BroadcastHER initiative as a whole, how we help those women in the space continue to reach for their dreams. But I know we have a special announcement today that we want to talk about a little bit as far as what 1DF is doing to take it even a step further to help folks level up. So, Christy, do you mind to share with everyone what this special announcement is that's going to be happening in October?
Yeah. Well, you could easily do the job as well. You've been very involved in it. We're really excited this year. For the first time ever, we're going to be doing a Broadcaster Summit. And this will be a 2-day event in October 17th and 18th. And because of COVID, we're going to be online. But that's going to make it easier and more accessible no matter where you're located. If you want to get information to help level up your game, whatever that is, hear from some incredible speakers about their journey and their experiences, get inspired by our keynote speakers. We invite you to participate. And so Kayla has been hard at work. We actually have a pre-registration link for you guys today. So you can sign up and be the first to know when registration officially opens. And we're really excited. And I want to thank Kayla for all your hard work. And the content is just amazing. And it's coming together really well. And thanks to Twitch and Allie, we'll be streaming on Twitch, obviously, with it. And it's just going to be a really inspiring 2-day event.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited about this. I have seen the panels and the panelists, and it is going to be a humdinger of a great show. Did I age myself with that word? Or regionalize where I'm from with that?
Absolutely.
That sounds perfect.
Exactly. Do you have any other thoughts on that, Allie, as far as why it's so important for the summit to kind of take place in this current climate? With COVID and a lot of events kind of taking on this virtual space a little bit more. I'm not sure if you have anything else to say about it, Allie.
Yes. I would say that tune in, ask your friends to tune in, ask your teams to raid and watch the channels. While the topics, like you might read a panel headline and be like, yeah, okay, I know everything there is to know, but you're getting so much from these individual panelist experience and the panels are incredibly diverse with so many amazing topics that I cannot recommend this more than probably one of the best set of panels I've seen when it comes to talking about women and women in spaces. It's going to be so much better than like any of those conventions you go to where they have one what it's like to be a woman and insert any industry, and it's meant to talk about every issue, where this goes so much deeper into these topics, and it's going to be so great.
Absolutely. I know I'm excited. And just to give you a little bit of a tidbit of what we'll have in store. Right now we have Negative Oryx, Cup of Noodle, Meg Kaylee, Trisha Hirschberger, Story Mode Bay, Pleasantly Twisted, and so many more. So, like Christy said, we popped that pre-registration link in the chat. I'll do it again one more time for you. We definitely think this is going to fill up very, very fast. Like Ali said, we have a lot of wonderful people lined up for this. So pre-register, cannot stress that enough. We'll put that in the chat here in just a second. But
hey, Kayla, quick question. Can it be co-streamed?
I mean, absolutely. I think the way that Twitch does it, as long as they have permission from 1DF directly, they are allowed to co-stream. Not sure if Ali can give any insight on that. I believe so.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, I believe that's how that works. As long as they have that original approval from us, they're okay.
Wow, I was muted. Yes, absolutely. It is entirely up to you. You own the content that you're creating. If folks would like to co-stream it, that is all up to y'all.
Awesome. Exactly what I thought. Cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, like we said, there's so much going on already. We have, the grant announcement today. We have a fundraiser coming up in the fall. And then also the actual virtual summit happening in October. So with this being said, there's a lot to keep up with the initiative. So Christy, do you have any advice for those who might want to get involved but not apply necessarily to one of the grants? What would you say they could do to support?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think, definitely connect with us if, you're on Discord, join our channel, engage with us there. We have a email list, join that as well. You'll be the first to know about anything broadcaster related. And, check out our website. We offer a lot of other opportunities. I think the mentoring program is something that applies to us all. We could all benefit at any stage of our career from mentoring. And so that program, it serves students, but it also serves non-students and recent grads. So check our website out. There's lots of ways to be involved.
Absolutely. So I think that's basically everything we had for this segment. So obviously, Ali and Christy, thank you both for joining us. Do either of you have any last tips or info you'd like to share?
Just that you can fundraise for 1000 Dreams Fund on Tiltify, and you don't have to wait for one of their special events for fundraising to fundraise for them.
Exactly. And I think even if you go to Tiltify and you look at the charities you can support, we're right there at the top. Luckily, 1000 Dreams Fund is right there in that order. So otherwise, Chris, do you have anything else?
Well, and I just want to say again, thanks to everyone for supporting. And Ali, it's great to see you. I think our first announcement ever in 2018, we did live at Twitch HQ. And so here we are again, although, online, but it's just really cool to be able to grow it. And, we appreciate all your support. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. So next up, we are calling in Barmaid Alexis and Air Bubbles Cosplay. We will be, let's see here. There we go. I promise I'm a professional streamer, like everyone says in the chat. Either way, we're going to be calling up Barmaid Alexis and Air Bubbles Cosplay next. They are previous BroadcastHER Grant recipients. They're going to give a little bit of insight on how their grant helped them and, why it's important for us to continue that experiences for other women here on Twitch. So we'll be right back. See you in a second. we're back. I'm gonna actually just quickly fix my camera. You can't see Alexis right now. Hold on one second. There we go. Now we can see you. So obviously, Alexis and Ariel, you both are 2019 BroadcastHER Grant recipients. So not too long ago. We're super excited for you to be able to share with everyone what you used your funds for, and how that grant has specifically helped you as well, with your streams and your content creation journey. So if we want to, let's go ahead and start off with giving an intro on yourself and what you currently do right here on Twitch. Ariel, we can start with you if you'd like.
Awesome. I totally have a cheat sheet. I won't lie. So if it looks like I'm looking at the screen, it's because I have a cheat sheet. But hello, I'm Ariel, aka Air Bubbles Cosplay is what I go by. I'm love video games, board games, cosplay. As far as streaming in general, I kind of do a lot of MTG Arena and recently more Guild Wars 2, and a lot of cosplay. And I also play a lot of Destiny offline. But yeah, I've been cosplaying since 2011 after I did a bunch of theatrical productions in college and just fell in love with it. And I'm just here to make a great community to teach people, and I do.
All right, what about you, Alexis?
So I am Barmaid Alexis, or just Alexis, or Alex, or Hey You is fine. I mostly do story-based stuff, so a lot of RPGs and also a lot of tabletop games along with cooking. So that's a majority of what I do.
Awesome. And I know I was able to kind of hop in during your cooking stream at summer streams. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully your stomach recovered a little bit from the build your own pizza.
Yeah, we made kiwi pizza. I don't know if anybody saw that meme going around, but it actually tasted fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, if it was me, I don't know if I could get through it, but I commend you on that. So moving on here a little bit, as we know, you both are BroadcastHER Grant recipients. Can you tell us a little bit about what your dream was in broadcasting and gaming? This time we'll start with Alexis.
Broadcasting originally for fun and just to have an excuse to get through my games backlist. But lately I've found I've been enjoying mostly a lot of indie games and also writing homebrew content for just various tabletop games like Cyberpunk, Pathfinder, and other games.
What about you,
So that's
Ariel?
where my focus has kind of moved to.
That is really cool. My story. All right. So I guess I started a few years ago to share my love of Destiny, the video game. And then I took a few years of a break. I honestly don't know why, but now it's kind of shifted because I realized Destiny was a lot more fun to just play offline than online, for me personally. But yeah, that was kind of really what inspired me, I guess, building a community. So that's kind of where it came from. I wanted to build this community of people that love Destiny, and now it's kind of shifted to loving Magic the Gathering and cosplay.
Yeah, I recently have picked up Destiny 2 again. It's quite a game, I will say. If you get behind, sometimes it's a little overwhelming to try and catch back up, but either way, at least that you know that you always have something to kind of work on or grind at. So I can appreciate your love for that game specifically. So last fall, there were over 300 applicants with only 18 recipients for our BroadcastHER grant. Can you tell us a little bit about how it felt to be chosen to be one of those few recipients out of hundreds of applicants? Alexis, we'll start with you again.
Initially, I was kind of surprised because I mostly applied on a whim after seeing about it on Twitter. And I opened up the application and I was like, if this is going to take forever, I might not do it. But it was super short and super simple. So I was like, I have time, I'll do it. And then I kind of just shoved it to the side. And then I saw an email a few months later, I don't remember how long it was, saying that it happened. And I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, but okay.
And what about you, Ariel, when you kind of found out, you were one of the few recipients? I know you were in chat during the actual live announcement. I was also there during that, but how did it actually feel to get that first notification that you were a recipient?
I think I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, is this real? And then I kind of like gave it a minute and I was like, no, this is real. It was just like really humbling, honestly. I really didn't expect to be chosen. I didn't expect much. I kind of was just like, okay, sure. Because I had found out about it during TwitchCon last year and I was just like, whatever. I want to meet more people and grow my community and make more friends. Sure, let's try this. So it was very shocking and very humbling.
So with that, what did you use your funding for specifically, Ariel, if you don't mind to share?
Yeah, I pretty much use it exactly for what I said. I upgraded my computer so it actually can do things. I had trouble running like 2 cameras, and if you're doing cosplay, it's really helpful to have 2 perspectives. My old computer really struggle bust with that, and now I can play like Guild Wars 2 and just was able to like branch out my gaming library instead of just like Magic, which is great. But and then it also a small portion of the fund I used to help get me to Chicago Comic-Con in February, and actually compete in the cosplay contest and present a panel, which was really awesome.
That's amazing. And then I see you're working on a cosplay behind you. Do you mind to share what that is?
Yeah, this is the new She-Ra. I've been working on it for a few months because COVID has kind of like kicked me in the butt, and as far as that the drive to make things. So the sword is in my garage, but yeah, it's almost done. I just need to finish the sword.
You got
But
this.
it's the new She-Ra. And I will say the pattern I got from Kimpatsu Cosplay, because sometimes it's really nice to have a base pattern to go from.
Absolutely. And then Alexis, how do you use your funding, and how did those purchases end up helping you down the line with your broadcast?
So I got a set of lav mics and receivers to make it easier for cooking streams. So that way people can actually hear me speak properly, which is good. I actually was going to use part of the funds to go to TwitchCon this year, but now I am thinking of using the rest of those funds to get a laptop. So that'll make it easier to do cooking stuff. And I would also like, when the world opens up a bit more, to do stuff, outside of my house, maybe talking to various people in comic book shops or when I travel and things like that. So I can share stuff that's a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely. I think COVID has definitely put a wrench in some of our plans this year. Definitely 1000 Dreams Fund and the Broadcaster Initiative in general, too. Like Christy said earlier in the show, we had trips planned to Las Vegas at the esports arena there, and various other things. So I think we all would kind of begin preparing for TwitchCon right now if it wasn't for COVID. So to kind of shift gears a little bit, do you feel you have faced any challenges as a streamer simply because you are a woman or woman presenting? And how did you get past that? Ariel, if you don't mind to share any experiences you've had.
It's kind of gone up and down. The biggest thing I've really run into is I'll take a small piece that Allie actually was talking about this expectation about like appearance and like how you should act. Sometimes I don't want to look cute. I just want to like wear sweats and a t-shirt or not wear makeup. But I feel like there's this expectation that's been set, and if you don't, then like all the trolls come out and just like are like, "What's wrong with your face?" or something. When I've been called fat multiple times because I was showing cleavage, I was like, "Well, that's a new one."
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It was very weird, but I've been really lucky that I have a really great community, and my sister is like one of my mods, so she is usually always there in the background lurking and just kicks those people right out. I try not to get let those comments or those expectations like get to me, and they do, and that's just human. I kind of try and take a step back and really like reflect and look on it and be like, okay, I don't know this person. It's okay. That's not who I am. I just want to be me, because the rest of these people, my community over here, they care about me, and this is what we've built together. And so that's kind of what I have to try and do. But I just want to say it's okay to I totally forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, we need to lift each other up more than tear each other down. And if there's that bad person there, just get them right out of chat, because then it'll help your community and the rest of the stream.
Right. It's okay to set boundaries for yourself.
Yes.
And yeah, and it's okay for you to take a step back if needed as well. Everybody deals with those things differently. And as Ali said earlier in the show, take advantage of those moderation tools. And yeah, don't be afraid to protect yourself or your stream as well. We're here for fun, we don't necessarily want to be dragged down by those comments. So Alexis, do you have any experiences you'd like to share that you may have had?
Most time, once you get people into the stream or interested in what's going on, it's pretty positive. But I feel like sometimes, especially for a lot of female streamers, it can be a little bit harder to, I guess, convince people to come over, because there's a certain expectation of either how you're going to look, or like Airbubble said, like how you're going to look, what type of games you're going to play, or things you're going to do. So if you don't fit a particular mold, it feels like it'd be more difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, Alexis, you were a fundraiser for summer streams that just happened last month, which raised over $18,000 for the BroadcastHER Grant, which is so awesome. Can you tell us why you signed up to be a fundraiser and why it's so important to, pay it forward with the BroadcastHER Grant?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't have originally gotten a grant if other people hadn't done similar fundraising efforts before then. So obviously, like you mentioned, paying it forward was a big reason. And also, charity streaming can just be fun. It gets people excited. People are hyped up typically and ready to go. So it can just be like a fun experience, especially if you're maybe, frustrated with streaming or on the edge of burning out, or you just want a little kick in the butt to get some extra mojo. It can really invigorate you, or reinvigorate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just like a totally different experience having a charity stream than a typical stream that you're used to. I mean, Alexis ate kiwi pizza. I'm sure she felt super invigorated to continue on throughout the week. So, but Ariel, why do you also think it's so crucial for programs like the BroadcastHER Initiative to exist, and continue to work on making these spaces more inclusive?
I think there's been like statistics out there that show that like women presenting actually play more video games than men now, even though there's still this like stigma out there that like, well, girls can't play video games. It's not as much as it used to be, but I mean, it's still there, and there's still that expectation, like Barmaid had touched on about like, well, is it expectation of playing a certain game, like being a woman in the Magic community. Like, I probably should just leave that sentence as that. I'm sure most of chat understands. But playing Magic is like, as a woman, is anyway. But I think it's really important because it helps foster an inclusive and safe community for women or women presenting to go to for help, or just to ask questions. Similarly, in the cosplay community, we have the She-Prop community. So it's a really comfortable place to ask a question or seek help or mentorship without, these random people coming in who think they're better than you or think they know more than you and being like, well, X, Y, and Z, why didn't you know this? You're stupid. Where I guess you get a different response with like-minded people. I really butchered that sentence, but it just feels like you're getting a nicer answer of like, hey, this worked for me, maybe it'll work for you, instead of just like, this is the best thing ever. And I think it also really helps boost the confidence of streamers. It certainly did for me discovering it. I was this tiny little fish in this huge sea of TwitchCon and felt like I was getting shut down at all of like the booths who were looking for like these huge streamers and whatnot. And going up to the BroadcastHER booth, everyone was so nice to me, and I just like really like boosted my confidence to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and get more information today. I went on a tangent, but I think it's really important.
Yeah, no, that's all super important, and I'm not sure if you saw earlier in the show. I would say TwitchCon is probably one of my favorite memories being a part of on the Broadcaster Initiative over the past few years. It's just like you said, we're all there to support each other, empower each other, and it's rare that you're able to go into a community like that and know that everyone is just trying to be genuinely themselves, and support each other for doing the same exact thing. So that totally made sense. But with that, I think we're kind of getting to the end of this segment specifically. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? Or if you'd like to shout anything out about yourself or where people can follow you as well, you can do that too. Alexis, do you have anything to add at all?
So I am Barmaid Alexis on all my social medias. So that includes Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Also YouTube, which YouTube is where most of my food stuff is. And on my main Twitch channel, we will be starting a new tabletop game next Friday. So I'm super excited about that.
Ariel, anything you'd like to add?
Just Ariel, aka Air Bubbles Cosplay, everywhere. I'm really active on Twitter and Instagram, and I stream twice a week right now, but eventually, hopefully, it'll be like all the time. But yeah, if you want to learn some tips, tricks, and stuff for cosplay, come on by. I did a bunch of panels that you can find in my highlights, and then I also just really like to help and teach people and make patterns and whatnot.
Awesome. So thank you both for joining us today. Next up, we're going to have a special video from some of our previous BroadcastHER Grant recipients, and that will be followed by our official spring BroadcastHER Grant announcements. So I hope you're excited. And again, thank you, Ariel and Alexis, for joining us. And we'll see you in just a couple seconds. Cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Ebonic Sims, and I am a Sims 4 content creator and a variety streamer on Twitch. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone over at BroadcastHER and the 1000 Dreams Fund for awarding me this grant. It is such an honor and a privilege to have been awarded this. The funds will go towards upgrading my stream, my computer, lighting, so I can do some giveaways, and as well as that, anything left over will be going towards my master's course in computer arts, gaming and animation. So it is such an honor and a privilege to be able to live my dreams of bringing more diversity to streaming and game content in general. And this is a definite big step in the right direction and such a big support. So thank you so much for choosing me. I really appreciate it, and I won't let you down. Thank you.
Hi you guys, my name is Hannah/Corinne. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play PC, PlayStation 4, Switch, you name it, I probably play it. And I'm so thankful to say that I've been awarded the spring grant from BroadcastHER. This is an amazing opportunity, and I am so happy about it. I wasn't planning on going to TwitchCon this year because it's been a rough year, but with the BroadcastHER grant, I will be able to go to TwitchCon, so I am so excited to meet everybody, to see viewers again, to hang out with all of my friends. It's gonna be a blast, and I am so happy. So thank you so much to BroadcastHER for this opportunity. It is amazing, and thank you so much for everything that you do for women in gaming and every other field out there. You guys are amazing, so thank you.
Hi there, my name is Mo. You can find me everywhere at Little Mo Peeps. I'm a freelance creator and variety game streamer looking to use my talents and experience to advocate for mental health awareness. I hope to use this grant to further my stream quality, continue to grow my community, but most importantly, encourage others to continue to pursue their dreams and passions despite potential mental and physical debilitating conditions. Thank you, 1DF, for this incredible opportunity, and congrats to my fellow grant recipients.
Hi, I'm ChiniaXO, and I am so honored to be a recipient of this grant. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch.tv. I am also a creative streamer, meaning I draw for my viewers whenever I feel like it. I plan on using this grant money to upgrade my PC and my mic so we have a nice top quality stream. I also plan on buying more art supplies to keep it going and help fund my TwitchCon fun. I'm so excited to be a recipient, and honestly, I'm really speechless, and I never felt more blessed in my life. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, my name is Tweety Expert, and I'm a college student. I currently study computer engineering and stream part-time here on Twitch. I mostly play Borderlands 2, and soon to be Borderlands 3 when the new game comes out in mid-September. Thank you 1000 Dreams Fund for helping me with my TwitchCon trip this September. I went last year and I would not miss it for the world. Thank you so much!
Hey Twitch, it's me, Admiral Maladriel. I stream RuneScape 3 and League of Legends. Thanks to your support, I'm able to get a new computer so that I can increase the quality in my streams, so that I can spread my message that women can use broadcasting to showcase their skills and personalities. Thank you!
Hey guys, I am Bumher. I am a variety gamer on Twitch. I normally stream Overwatch and horror games like Silent Hill, FNAF, and Outlast. I just want to say thank you for this grant. I really appreciate it, and I'm thankful for all of the people who have followed me on my journey, who have supported me, and who have seen me come this far. I plan on using the money from this grant to fund a new microphone and also to help me build my PC that I've been working on. And this is Ray. She is the superstar of my stream. She makes everyone smile. Again, thank you so much for this grant. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm excited to see where my streaming journey goes from here. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life.
Greetings! My name is Control Lock Quinn, and I am a comedian and gaming variety streamer here on Twitch.tv. I am beyond excited to be able to say that I am one of the winners of the BroadcastHER grants for fall 2019. With this grant, I will be able to upgrade my webcam, make some much needed changes to my lighting, and to be able to upgrade my audio. And I'm very excited. And most importantly, I'll be able to make some top tier quality content and be an awesome representation of inclusive comedy here on Twitch. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Boom.
Hello, my name is Lisa, also known as Umileli on Twitch. I stream music, and I'm beyond honored of being a recipient of BroadcastHER Grant this fall season. All of the funds I'm gonna receive will go towards my TwitchCon trip. I'm really hopeful to connect more with my community and meet all of the other beautiful and amazing women streamers. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Madam Berry, and I stream painting and art education on Twitch. I'm also writing an interactive workbook to help creators burn bright without burning out. I'm honored to be awarded this grant to help make the physical version of this book a reality. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Chibi Miharu. I'm a StarCraft 2 streamer. I also stream a lot of variety other games such as Minecraft, Dead by Daylight, and a lot of fun little games that we have from here to there. I'm super honored and grateful for this grant. I really can't believe I've been chosen. When I saw the email, I was just like, is this real? Am I still dreaming? But I'm going to be using this grant for a lot of improvements for my stream, as well as a new keyboard, some key lights, some Elgato, and a lot of variety of changes. So thank you so much for all the support, everyone, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hydra Troop. I am a disabled veteran that plays a different variety of games. My goal is to do more motivational speaking along with helping educate about mental illness and mental health. I want to inspire more women to get into gaming, create safe places for the LGBTQIA+ communities, and encourage more people with disabilities to get into gaming. It has helped me over the years by being involved with communities such as Dames of Destiny and Safe Gamers as an admin over the last few years. We have come so far with our technology, creating it so that we can have more people with the accessibility to video games. Missy is my service dog that follows me everywhere I go. My gamer tag is from my time in the military, where I was an aircraft hydraulics mechanic in the United States Air Force working on the C-5 Galaxy. I plan on using these funds as a way to get better equipment for my setup, along with attending more events here locally at Las Vegas Esports Arena. Thank you so much for picking me and this opportunity, and you guys have a great day.
Hey guys, it's Tiawia Games, and I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I'm so thankful to be one of the people awarded this grant. I'm going to be using the grant to upgrade my PC and get some streaming equipment so that I can stream a wider variety of games and continue producing fun and weird content here on Twitch. Thank you so much for choosing me, and I'm excited to show everyone what I have in store for 2020. Bye!
What's up, everyone? My name is Ashley Christ. I am a Twitch partner, a YouTuber, podcaster, and a stream coach. All of my content was created for streamers. I actually streamed to 20 people for 4 years, so I completely understand what it's like to feel like you are screaming into the void and no one is paying attention to you. It wasn't until I really started learning from mentors and absorbing information that I actually started growing. So I am absolutely thrilled and ecstatic. I cannot believe that we have been given the BroadcastHER Grant. I'm actually going to be using this to build my coaching platform, streamcoach.tv. I'll be hiring coaches and building a website, doing all of this to help streamers get the support that they need and that I needed whenever I was struggling for as long as I did. So thank you all so much. I'm so grateful.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. We are back with Christy Garten, the CEO and founder. I am going to quickly fix this video here. We want you to be able to see all of Christy. There we go. Now you can see her. Perfect. So Christy, I know we've kind of, talked a little bit about the history of BroadcastHER, some of the awesome things that we have already accomplished, and then we were able to show some of our previous recipients and how the grant has affected them and benefited their streams. So I think, everybody is ready to hear who our spring BroadcastHER winners are. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Alrighty, I'm switching in 3, 2, 1.
Drum roll.
There we go. There they are.
Congratulations!
So these wonderful 27 recipients not only obviously stood out to 1DF as being passionate about broadcasting, but also inspire us to continue to do the work that we've already done in the communities we have built. So amongst these recipients are students, women from all over the world, a large variety of broadcasters with big dreams and content creation. And many of these women will be using these funds for those hardware and software upgrades and essential educational costs. So, Christy, do you have any words for these 27 winners you'd like to add?
Well, obviously, huge congratulations to all of you guys. It was hard. It was a hard decision. It always is. And so you are an amazing company. I think I mentioned earlier, if you heard it, this is a community. So you guys are now a community together. You support one another, get to know one another, and really, just take it forward. And hopefully our funds can help you go even further. But again, congratulations. We're so excited for you guys.
Alrighty, and with that, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we kind of officially end our spring BroadcastHER announcement?
Well, it's been a great show. Thank you, Kayla, for hosting and for all your hard work on the program, and to everyone, again, who've been involved in any way, from our fundraisers, to our people who donate and support our fundraisers, to our grant winners, our allies. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without you. Just one thing I think to call out about this group, this time around, we really took a hard look at those who are doing work in the creative arts. I think that is an area that is growing. We know on Twitch, and we really are excited for those of you guys who got a grant this time, supporting your dreams in that way. And I just want to encourage people, we're going to have another grant opportunity this fall, or this fall season, and the link will be open soon, right, Kayla?
Yes, very, very soon.
Yeah, so check it out, share it with your communities. This may not be something that you necessarily need, but somebody in your community could totally benefit. And we couldn't be doing our work without having support and spreading the word about the work we're doing. And anyways, at the year end, we're going to have another group, and we're really excited about that too. So thanks again for tuning in, and congratulations again to our spring winners.
Thank you, Christy, so much. We hope you have an awesome day, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show here in just a second. So thank you, Christy, again for joining us for that announcement.
Absolutely. Bye, everyone.
Awesome. So again, thank you one more time to Allie and Christy for joining us during that first segment, and then Air Bubbles Cosplay and Barmaid Alexis for letting us hear a little bit about how the grant has helped them, what they use their funds for. Etc. And like Christy said, we had so many amazing applicants this time around. It was very, very hard to pick only 27 recipients from hundreds of applicants. So we do open up the grant again in the fall, so please, we cannot stress this enough, please apply in the fall. And then we do also have the Broadcaster Academy, which will be opening up next year as well. So a final congratulations to everybody who was selected for the spring term. And like Christy said, we hopefully will see you all in that in the fall with a virtual summit that's happening in October, and then also Fall Dreams fundraiser that's coming up as well this fall. So otherwise, that's all we have for you today. And again, go give Luxy Games your well wishes. I know I was probably not the face you were expecting to see today, but I was super honored to take her place, and hopefully I did her justice in hosting the show. And again, thank you all for all your support. We could not do this without you, truthfully. So thank you so much, and we'll be in touch very soon, spring recipients. Congrats. Bye.